I'm super excited to see this. Everybody's always said that this is laden with staples, but I just took my first look in here and there's hardly any staples in here. I think this job is going to go much faster than I initially expected.
It's so exciting.
It's all going so much easier than I thought. I mean, I was especially nervous about getting carpet out from underneath this couch and underneath this slide, but there's so few staples that it's just coming up nice and easy. You can just hear those couple come up. Now, doing the tiles, that might be a whole other story. This huge box was built just to hide these heating vents, but once we remove it, we can just end the heating vent right here at this cupboard, and now we just gained a huge amount of floor space. So.
Okay. The staples are coming out pretty easy. Always have like a little utility box, bag, bowl to carry along with you, so when you're putting the staples in, it's a neat, clean job and there's not staples laying around the joint to do an injury to anyone. It's hard work on the knees, this. So yeah, we're getting there, aren't we, Mark?
We are.
Yeah. I tell you, it's moments like this we're really glad we're staying on the property of a friend that has a big shed with all of the tools we could possibly need to borrow. In this case, a shop vac to vacuum up all of this mess we're creating. Thanks, Brett. Hard work getting this up, and it feels really gratifying pulling it all up in with one hit with the staples. But underneath the bed here, it's been laid on the bed, so I'm gonna have to cut around and then jam it up and pull it out. Good calorie workout, to say the least. We've been going for 2 hours, and this is the progress so far. We've got just a few little bits around the edges we still have to tackle. I'm making really good progress.
All right, now it's time to bust out this tile. This is gonna be fun. Ooh. This one's not coming up as easy as the others. Let's see. Yeah, it's funny. I got frustrated with the tile that wasn't coming up with the pry bar, and I just started slamming it. Oh, I'm so happy those came up from underneath this booth so well. They didn't glue them on the back side so much, so it came out better than I thought, so I'm very happy we're clear underneath there.
Time for me to have a go at the hammer. Oh, I'm not as strong as you! Oh my god! Oh, it's good for some stress relief though! I'm not getting very far! I'm gonna get one. You're getting there, Jules. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Yeah! Yoo-hoo! There we go. This is fun, I'm gonna keep going now. Hey! Yeah! Okay, got the hang of it now.
Jane.
I'm good.
Way to go,
Jane, you should have a go. It's really fun.
to.
Okay, just go, do it.
It's not like dancing.
That looks heavy.
Heavy. big mess and it's a lot of weight.
Feel good?
Feels good. Super happy that we finished as much as we have so soon.
What did I tell you? I said 2:15, so not only am I a good tradie, I'm damn psychic.
Nice, Brett's picked up the video camera today because today I've been videoing everyone else, and my concern when all of this makes the final edit and I do the editing, so I'm going to make sure this bit stays in, is I don't want anyone to think I didn't do anything because they didn't see me on the video, because I was doing
It's not true.
because I was doing the video. So this is now proof that I'm doing stuff too.
What are you doing?
I'm tidying up the table. Heavy lifting. It's got my laptop and hard drives and everything.
We're taking the window boxes off.
Oh yes, you're taking the window boxes off, Brett. You're doing that. I'll video you doing it. We need to get to this window box so that Jane and Danelle can work on this and recover the top part of this. Tomorrow is the day that we're taking out this whole booth dinette area and we're going to rip up the carpet from underneath this and totally redo this space. So 2 reasons why this needs to be cleaned up. The third reason is it's just driving me crazy and we have nowhere to eat because we're living in a construction zone.
Oh, that's a big window box. Look at that.
You can see that the shade stays with them. And we'll just remove all that in a bit. Well, I won't. Jane will.
Jane and Danelle will.
Jane and Danelle.
Jane and Danelle will.
Unless Jane bosses me around. Tells me to do it. Can grab this one too. Just show you how tough I am. Hey Julie, come on, let's go.
Okay,
Going to the hardware store.
see ya! Crazy!
Okay, cool. Hey, we could be like, you know, what is it? You know, the fighter, Star Wars. You know?
Oh yeah, with the lightsabers.
Yeah.
That would be-
Yay! This is awesome, darling. Love this wood.
Yeah, we'll totally be able to repurpose that.
It's in such good nick. We can totally do that.
Nice job.
Thanks, honey. Bye.
Thanks first. Well, we've got a little bit of water damage down here. You can see when I started pulling up the board, there's some water damage on that. And then obviously this wood's falling apart. So once I pull this carpet up, we might have to replace some subflooring or something. It's another thing that's great about digging a little deeper in this, and we can fix any issues that we find along the way.
Go, Marc. Woohoo!
I'm scared to see what's in there. You're excited, I'm scared.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Okay, so I've taken out the old booths, and a lot of this wood I think I'm going to be able to reuse in the building the new space here. That's good. Once you get that first board loose, the rest of it comes apart pretty easy, it seems.
Do you remember that video we did a couple of years ago? We called it slide surgery. And you were just cleaning dust and hairballs out from under the slide?
Yeah.
That was nothing. This is slide surgery. I clearly have a very boring life. This is my Saturday night. And I'm getting a kick out of getting staples out from under a slide in the floor because it's really hard. I'm getting there, but these little suckers, I'm having to use 3 different tools and a flashlight. And sometimes I'll use all 3 tools multiple times to get out one staple. But I'm nearly there. say, just every time you think you've got them all, you find another one. It's kind of nice, mindless work though. Kind of just, you don't think about anything else. It's a bit like meditation. Your mind's just on getting that little sucker out. Actually not taking too long.
That tool is amazing. It works way better than I thought it would. I'll make quick work of that tomorrow morning.
Feels so good getting this mirror off. Almost. Ta-da! Whew. Working up a sweat.
You know, it's like killing mosquitoes. You could kill 1 billion of them, and there's still 1 billion more to go. I'm going back in.
Good job.
There we go. That was a tough tile.
Well, easy. Other ones should be easier now.
Yeah.
Yay! Powering through.
Well, the beveled mirrors came off really easy in the living room with this putty knife. This was really awesome, but those mirrors are only this wide. I'm a little more nervous about this because it's really big. I'm going to try this saw blade and shove it up because at least it's a long and skinny surface that might still break loose some of the glue. Get these little light fixtures off so that when it does come loose, I have a lot of flexibility on how I move it out of there. I might as well completely disconnect these wires because Jane is planning on replacing these lights. The saw blade's working good. I don't know if it's going to be enough though. It's still a long way up that here. There it is, free!
Woo! Good job, guys.
Ah! Good workout!
Look at how ugly the glue is on this one. This one's definitely one to be flipped over. We had to remove this one because the mirror was already broken when we bought it. Great confirmation that we want to be flipping these cupboards over because this would be really hard to make it look nice. But that looks very nice. These mirrors came off surprisingly easy because it's only glued around the edge and one little dot in the center. So these come off fast. I think it's taken me about 20 seconds a piece. Bye-bye mirrors.
Oh, bye-bye grandma trim.
Definitely some patchwork there, though. All right, this looks pretty soft. We know we had some water damage from a rainstorm a couple months ago in Texas, and we finally were able to get back into here. You can see that it got wet enough to peel the wallpaper away. Now we're going to be able to see what's behind here. I think we're going to peel a couple layers of this away. cut it back, and then we'll make sure we treat it with some bleach. Because we're going to be covering this whole surface anyway, so I'm going to just cut it off and check it out back there.
No, it's good to be able to see the construction behind it, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Bugger.
I'll cut that away too.
That wall as well.
Yeah, look at that.
Mm.
I have noticed.
He's killing it.
You had to.
What happened?
This is what happens when you're doing a makeover and you don't always know what you're going to get.
Oh, isn't that the truth?
I don't understand what you're doing.
He's breaking away the...
Ripping away the wall has to build a new one.
We got water damage. Is it a lot, Mark?
Oh, because the damage.
I mean,
Okay.
we just need to get back to where we can treat it, you know? Get all this soft material away.
Oh, you're down to the metal, aren't you?
Yep.
We've torn it back to the wall, the insulation, got all the moisture damaged wood and wallpaper away. So now we can just treat it, and now we know we don't have anything back behind here.
That good.
At least it just smells like water, so it makes me confident it's just water leakage, fresh water, not the other.
What was that? That was really noisy.
It's called a Sawzall. It's a demolition tool.
You loved it.
I do love demolition tools. So we've totally stripped away all the wall from where that water damage was in the slide room. And there also is some water damage on the floor behind where the refrigerator was from a water leak a long time ago. So there's a hole right there, and I'm going to cut out a larger space so I can drop in a new piece of wood to fill in that area. The tricky part is cutting this out. It's a couple of difficult angles, especially this part underneath the slide. There's a little bit trying to cut underneath here, but then I'm going to cut a square out here that I can fill back in with a new piece of wood to give it a strong surface again. So let's do it.
Do you feel at all nervous cutting out the floor of our motorhome?
I do. We've been screwing into the roof for solar. We've been cutting into the walls. It's, I guess I'm used to it now. Any demolition tool is super fun. But this Ryobi set has been amazing. We can recharge them from the solar and from the batteries, and then the batteries are interchangeable. We've got skill saws, we've got drills, we've got screw guns, we've got belt sanders. We've got all kinds of options from these things. They're pretty awesome. Alright, so now we're going to use a skill saw to cut the rest of these cuts. I'm glad I pulled this up, that's for sure. Yuck.
Brett's in our loo with a view.
There we go. Not much to see under here. And then we can start pulling the wires down so we can disconnect the old one and get the new one installed. We got the old fan out of the hole. And then to remove this box, I've got these, and then, which go right in this slot, and then you just kind of pry it out, and there we go. And it's all done. So now, the designer who made me remove this gets to fill the hole.
Well, it looks like it actually works with the hinge, where the hinge actually still goes just as flush up into the cabinet. I would probably keep it exposed hinges because I think it looks kind of cool industrial. Talked to Julie and she's on board with the exposed hinge, and just keeping these cut lines, and so that makes it a pretty reasonable job to be able to pull off. So I guess we're going for it. Got my container to keep all of my screws and hinges together for all of these cabinets I'm removing.
Plan is to flip them over and use the back sides as the front sides, which I think is a brilliant idea. It's just that I'm the one doing the work now, so it's not as brilliant as I thought in the beginning. But I guarantee you, next time I pick friends, they're going to have a new coach with no plans to remodel.